Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca. Let's talk about makeup. So today we are doing the February update for my Throwback 30 project pan. This is a Pantastic Ladies collab that was created by Jessica Lee. It is a year-long project pan running from July 28th of last year to July 28th of this year. And it incorporates 30 prompts from 30 different project pans, past and present. The whole point behind this project pan is to let us revisit some old favorite projects that maybe aren't running anymore, and generally just let us be involved in more projects than we would normally be able to because there are only so many hours in the day. So we're a little bit more than halfway through this project at this point, and I have a rollout to share with you. It was for the project Child of the 80s, and the prompt I chose for that one was jelly shoes. And for that, I rolled in the Innisfree Cherry Blossom Dewy Glow Jelly Cream. This is a very, very nice, lightweight, gel-based moisturizer. This is, gosh, it smells so nice. It's just a very light, inoffensive cherry smell. Really pleasant. This is more of a summertime moisturizer for me because it is very lightweight. But in the interest of getting this done, I have just been layering it along with more heavy duty moisturizer that I have been using in the wintertime because I do tend to be a little bit more dry in the winter. But I actually really enjoyed this. I think I picked it up at TJ Maxx. It was a pretty good deal there. If I saw it on the shelves again, I may consider picking another one up because it was really quite nice. It came into the project at 89.78 grams and it is now weighing in at 59.76 grams. So that is a total of 30.02 grams used up in this project, and she is rolling out. For the project 50 Shades of Green, I pulled in my Pacifica Tahitian Gardenia perfumed hair and body mist. I don't really use this as a hair or a body mist. I kind of use it as a room spray. But I have used it, let's see, I've used it 16 times in the last month since the last update. This here is where we started at the beginning of the project. I think I rolled it in August. This is where we were last month at the January update, and this is where we are now. So yeah, we're making good progress. It came into the project at 192.18 grams. I've used it a total of 39 times in this project, and it is now weighing at 108.34 grams. So making good progress on this one. It is a really very nice scent. I do prefer it more as a room/linen spray than I think I do on my body, but it is very nice. And yeah, I think we should be able to get it done. For 50 Shades of Pink, I rolled in my Pixie Correction Concentrate in Brightening Peach. This is how we're looking today. I have used it 5 times since my last update. It was weighing in at 33.24 grams at the last update, and I have used it 5 times, and now it is weighing in at 33.19 grams. So I'm not 100% sure about this one. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get through this by the end of the project. That is quite a lot of product. So I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen. Certainly not with 5 uses a month. So if I want to finish this, I'm going to have to step up my game a little bit. The next one is 50 Shades of Purple, and for that I rolled in this is my Completely Bare Bikini Bump Blaster. These are just those little salicylic acid. I think there's some glycolic acid in here too. They're just pads that you can run over any skin that is freshly shaven to avoid any bumps. And I have had this in my collection for a long time, and I was pretty meh about it. And I realize now that's because I didn't use it consistently enough to really notice a difference. So I would use it once every few weeks and then think, is this making a difference? Is it doing anything? I don't really know. However, I have used this 9 times since rolling it in, and I can tell you, yes, it does work. For me, at least, it has been very helpful, and I'm a little annoyed at myself that I didn't take the time to properly test this out before this point, because this has been sitting in my cupboard for a while. It came into the project at 82.36 grams and is currently sitting at 69.19 grams. This is another one I'm pretty sure I should be able to get done by the end of the project. The next one was for the 7 Deadly Pans project pan, and for that I chose Wrath. And obviously the color for Wrath is red, and I rolled in this little mini size of the One Size Go Off Makeup Dissolving Mist. I don't use this on a regular basis for taking off my makeup, but when I have a lot of makeup on or anything really chunky or glittery, or if I'm wearing anything waterproof, this is what I use. I am wearing the Adept Minka palette today. There is so much glitter on my eyes right now. I will definitely be using this tonight. So I don't know why, but I don't have a starting weight for this one. I did not weigh it when it came in, but I have used it 8 times since rolling it in, and it is currently sitting at 49.29 grams. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you where we're at. I have no idea how much is left in this bottle. I mean, hopefully there'll be enough for me to take off all of this glitter tonight. But I don't know. It could be done tonight. It could be done in 3 weeks. I have absolutely no idea. So I guess we'll see. So just last month, I rolled in a product for the Color Pan Project Pan, and I rolled in my Drop of a Hat blush. This is one of their Super Shock blushes. This I tried to pan all of last year and we didn't quite get there. I mean, so close, but not quite. So I went ahead and rolled this into this project last month. And since then I have used it 5 times. It came into the project at 24.40 grams and it is currently sitting at 24.39 grams. So I've used a total of 0.01 grams of product. Honestly, I've used it 5 times. You'd think that it would be more product, but this is such a pretty blush. It's this beautiful corally peachy. It's got a beautiful golden shimmer going through it. I used it all last year and I'm still not tired of it. I think this is probably one of my favorite blushes ever. So we don't have a ton left in here. So I am very hopeful that we will be able to finish this by the end of the project. Next, for its panning cats and dogs, I chose the prompt Munchkin Cat, which was something with childlike or whimsical packaging. And for that, I rolled in my Eliza Vecca Milky Piggy Enzyme Powder Wash. This is an enzyme powder wash similar to the one that Tatcha has. It smells like cornflakes. When we came into the project, this is where I was. This was us last month, and this is us now. That's a big jump for a single month worth of use, especially because I only used it 5 times over this last month. However, the cap broke off, and so a little bit of moisture got into the bottle, and some of the product kind of clumped up, and I ended up having to open it up, dig that out of the cap and dispense of it. So I actually lost a little product, unfortunately, because of that. Let's see, it came into the project at 103.60 grams. I used it 5 times over the last month for a total of 24 uses in this project, and it is currently sitting at 64.60 grams. So making good progress on this one. This is a really nice, very gentle exfoliant. It's gentle enough that I do think you could probably use this daily if you wanted to, but I usually end up using it only once or twice a week. Next, for the Skin is In Project Pan, I chose the Pukang Mule Essence Toner. I was really struggling to get my uses on this prior to this last month, but over this last month I have been a lot more successful at making a habit out of it. So this is where we started the project here. This was us last month, and this is us now. So just last month, I've made half of the progress that we have here on this bottle. I feel a little bit more hopeful about this one than I was at the last update. I kind of feel like if I can maintain that amount of progress over the next 5 months, I should be able to get this done. I should be able to finally finish this. So this came into the project at 170.45 grams. I have used it 17 times over the last month for a total of 30 uses. Last month it was weighing in at 146.19 grams, and right now it is weighing in at 122.25 grams. So decent amount of progress. We might actually get there. Next, for the That's Expensive Project Pan, I rolled in my Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. This is in the shade 2.5N, which is a little bit too dark for me at this point of the year, and so I have been mixing it with some other things. I've used this 8 times since the last update for a total of 20 uses in this project. It was weighing at 31.85 grams last month, and it is now weighing at 29.95 grams. For a long time, this has been my #1 favorite foundation. It is incredibly natural on the skin. It's very lightweight, and it lasts a good long time, even during the summer on my combo oily skin. This is a classic. I don't know for sure that I'm going to repurchase this once it's done, just because there have been a couple of other foundations that I've sort of been eyeing that are very similar to this. So my sense of adventure might get the better of me before I can buy another bottle of this. But at some point in the future, I am sure that I will pick up another bottle of this because I really, really do love it. It is just a solid foundation. For the I Heart the 90s Project Pan, I chose the prompt Smells Like Teen Spirit, which is for a scented product. And for that, I rolled in my Levito Nurturing Hand Cream. This is the patchouli scent. It is a very intense fragrance. I do think they have another scent, but I have not tried that one. This is the only hand cream I have ever enjoyed because it doesn't leave that film on my palms after I'm done applying it, which it drives me crazy. It's the one reason I have never been particularly successful at using a hand cream with any regularity. I've done pretty good with this one over this last month though. This is about where we're at in the bottle. There's still a little bit of air in here, but I think that's a pretty good representation of how much product is left. I have used it 14 times since the January update for a total, oh my gosh, child. I have used it 14 times over the last month for a total of 27 uses in this project. Last month it was weighing in at 43 grams even, and it is currently weighing in at 33.78 grams. This is another one that I don't think I'll have any problem finishing before the end of the project. Last one that I've gotten some progress on. Obviously, there are more products than this rolled into the project. These are just the ones I actually managed to get some movement on. This was for Women Who Rock. I chose Rachel Platten and her song Fight Song. That is for a product that's a little bit of a fight for you to use. And I rolled in my e.l.f. Ride or Die Lip Balm. This is in the Just Peachy scent. And this is just a very, very thick product. And in this particular packaging, it just... especially if the room is cold, it takes so much work to get any product out of this tube. So generally speaking, what I have to do is I have to stick it in my bra and warm it up in order to actually get any product out. However, I have actually managed to use this. Let's see. I've done a pretty good job with my usages. I've used this 20 times since the last update for a total of 45 uses in this project. It came into the project at 13.61 grams. And is currently at 10.87 grams. I think I still have about half of the product that was originally in this tube left in here. I don't think e.l.f. is still making these. I don't know that they're still making them in this formula or this packaging. If they were, I don't think I would repurchase. It is a nice balm, but I don't think it's any more effective than Aquaphor. You know what I'm saying? It does have a nice peachy scent, so it's got that going for it. Anyway, so if I keep using it at the rate that I have been, I think we should be able to get it done by the end of the project. So those are all the products that I have made some decent progress on over the last month. Right now, I only have, I think, 27 products rolled into this. I am not going to be rolling in anything for 50 Shades of Brown because I am currently working the 50 Shades of Brown project pan it, and I have got everything rolled into that project. So I'm not even touching that one. But I still do need to roll something in for the, let's see, which ones am I missing? I think it's Birthstone Beauty and the Harry Potter project. So for Birthstone Beauty, we're just supposed to pick a birthstone and something that corresponds in some way to that. And for that, I am pulling out my Pat McGrath Bijou Brilliance Starstruck Splendor face palette. This is currently rolled into my deck of panning. I have a couple more uses to get on that. So once my uses are done for deck of panning, I'm going to be rolling this shade here, which is called Emerald Eclipse. I'm going to be rolling that one in for 15 uses. I know it's not a ton of uses, but I am working on so much. I am working on so much eyeshadow right now, and I don't want to set myself up for failure here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to only be rolling that shade in for 15 uses, and I will start that as soon as I am done with my deck of panning uses. I probably shouldn't have picked an eyeshadow, just given all of the other eyeshadow that I'm working on. However, I really didn't have a whole lot of options. I really dug through my collection, and I was having a hard time finding anything else that I could correspond with a birthstone. And yeah, this one was my best bet. So we're going to have to try to work that into some looks. Then for the Harry Potter project, there are actually 3 or 4 variations on this project, and I chose Harry Potter and the Cursed Project. There's a prompt in there that I just really, really wanted to do, which is called the Time Turner. And for that, you're supposed to select the oldest product that you have in a certain category. Now, if you guys saw my January intro to Deck of Panning, I actually pulled that as a prompt in that project as well. And so how I handled that was I pulled several different products from my collection that I knew were the oldest in each category. And then I just randomized them on screen to select my product. And I thought that would be fun to do again. So I'm actually going to go ahead and use the products that I selected for my deck of panning, and we'll just go ahead and pick another one. 1 is going to be that blush, 2 will be the foundation, 3 is the concealer, 4 is the eyeliner, and 5 is the lip liner. We're just going to randomize one of those. Give me a number between 1 and 5.
That will be 1.
The blush. Okay, I'm actually kind of excited. I shouldn't be, because I'm working on 2 other blushes right now. 3 other blushes. But number 1 was this little Lancome blush. I think this was a gift from a family member a few years back, and it was pre-2023. And 2023 was the year when I really I feel like I discovered blush and really started to love using it for the first time. Prior to that, I would often just skip blush altogether. Now that I have learned to love the blush step in my routine, this will be nice. I'll be able to get some use on this. It has a really nice springy color. Yeah, so I'm excited. So because we have, 5 months to work on this? Let's see. I am working on 3 other blushes. I'm going to roll this in for 20 uses. I think that's enough of a challenge for me, but not so much of a challenge that I'm going to be setting myself up to fail. You know what I'm saying? So I will have to stretch myself a little bit to get the uses on this one, but I think it's doable. So, and that makes 29 products. Again, I'm not even touching the 50 Shades of Brown prompt. I have everything brown that I can possibly work on already rolled into the 50 Shades of Brown project pan. And I only have like 2 months, a month and a half left on that project. So we are full up. We are full up. I'm happy with this though. So we got one rollout this month, not a ton, but we still have a few months to work on things. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.